feel like a lot of newer Piggy Fangames don't get a lot of recognition. Well, that's not entirely true, but they basically get swept under the rug unless a YouTuber spotlights the game, and even then it might still get overlooked. However, I think a game of this quality should be brought up way more, and for how good it is, I would definitely call it underrated. What game am I talking about? I'm gonna talk about the Piggy Fangame, Piggy the Tales from the Crevice, created by
Mark Zero Matey.
And this amazing team. The game revolves around tales from a book called
The Contour Grimoire,
which is a cool way of saying chapters. Speaking of chapters, so far there's only 2. Each are different stories, so I'm only going to cover the most recent one in this video. I'm gonna break this video into 2 segments, the story and gameplay, and a conclusion. So without further delay, let's get into it. We get a quick briefing before we enter the chapter. We learn that we are playing as Dr. Lincoln Edwall, and we come back to his abandoned lab in a desperate attempt to save his daughter from a mysterious and severe disease. And now we're placing the actual game. Sorry for interrupting so early, but I really love this whole outdoor area. This game's entire high quality map design is amazing. Either way, we enter the abandoned lab, the door shuts behind us, and we enter the first area, the tech center. Your main goal is to fix the electrical box and find 4 wires, then find the files. I think this is a good time to talk about the game's mechanics. You can pick up 1 more item, a total of 2. If you try to pick up a different item, it will drop a random item from your inventory on the ground. I had one problem with this feature though. When you pick up another item, there's a chance that the items get stuck in the ground, and since this game runs on Roblox's e-prompt to pick up items, you get soft lock. Yeah, this happened to me like once, but I still feel the need to point it out. Oh, and there's also a sprint button. It looks like any other sprint button. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, the tech center. We enter the tech center, unlock a couple of doors until we reach the green door, and then we see, whoa, look, a new character. After that encounter, you try to find the purple key for the purple key door, and then you meet the first enemy of the chapter. Experiment 17, the Stitch. Edwall explains that it desires attention. In short, you look at it, it doesn't move. You don't look at it, it moves. You can even just look in this general direction and it still won't move. Also, the model looks really cool and high quality, I like it a lot. After that encounter, you fix the electrical box, pick up files, and run back to the elevator. And that concludes the tech center. I think this section is really good in terms of gameplay, except the bug where the items clip into the abyss. The Stitch showing up out of nowhere and having a custom mechanic is also something I really liked. The map design is amazing as well. You might get lost quite a bit in the first playthrough, but with trial and error, you find out that the map design is actually really simple. Overall score, very good. Moving on to the second area. Yes, there's more. Sector A. I have quite some problems with this one section of the game. The bot works entirely different from what the game tells you. Let me explain. Basically, as you progress through the map, you encounter another enemy, Experiment 9, the Siren. Now, the game advises you to be stealthy as the enemy cannot see, but it can hear. Even Edwall comments on this saying, "Silence is key, it is way faster than me." Okay, with this information in mind, you would think if you try to run, you'll be insta-killed. So your only option to evade the siren would be hiding, right? Wrong. Scattered on the map are multiple things that alert the siren, such as opening mechanical doors, tripping over barrels, and a forklift turning on. Okay, it's fine I guess, I'll just hide in a corner since it only knows my general location. Wrong. Once it hears any noise, it will start running at you, magically knowing where you are. But isn't the bot faster than me? I can't outrun them. You can. Just constantly spam jump, and it won't get close. Okay, maybe this section could be improved on, but I guess it's fine as it is. But since the bot works entirely different from what the game tells you, you'd have to use trial and error to understand how the bot works. Oh, and the gameplay. You just turn on generators. That's it. You just turn on generators. The map design is actually good in this section, so you know, I'll give it that. Overall score is okay, but could be better, I think. And now for the last section. Maintenance. Instantly, as we leave the elevator, we get a very dramatic entrance of the enemy falling from the ceiling. Experiment 27, Bryce. If I had to put this guy on a tier list, he would probably fall dead last. Actually, no. This iron would be dead last. It's too slow to really do anything, and the traps he places can be countered by the sprint. But he does have voice lines, so automatically S tier, you cannot disagree with me. Only 2 voice lines and they constantly loop, but still. The map design is overall okay. It's not bad. I like it. You need to find 2 valves to find the key to get the valve. However, I have one problem in this section. This robotic arm item. Okay, so you know how usually when you have an item, you can clearly see where you can use it? Like, red key, okay, red lock. Simple, right? This item doesn't do that. Okay, take a wild guess where you're supposed to use a robotic arm. A, on a robot. B, use it to reach an item that's above you. Or C, figure out with barely 2.5 minutes remaining that you need to go near these 2 conveniently placed forklifts holding the gate open and use it to reach a crowbar. Come on, comment. What do you think? I'm waiting. Okay, anyway. If you chose C, you're right. I've walked past this area several times and not even once have I thought to go near it until I had 2 minutes remaining. Because it just looks like part of the map design. Speaking of map design, I think it's actually good in this section. The map layout is simple and you can get the hang of it in about 3 minutes. Overall score for this section, it's good. On a tier list, it will be right under the tech center. Anyway, after you get the 2 valves, you get the white key, you unlock a room, you pick up the valves and then leave to the elevator. You go to some more rooms, Edward says we're glad to not have found any other experiments, and the game ends. Now for the ending cutscene, it seems like Edward's cure works. We see his daughter feeling seemingly well. We also see Mr. P, and he also wants the cure. So Edward goes back to testing, Mr. P sends an escort to probably steal the cure, Edward's daughter dies, the end. And that is everything. So, final question. Should you play this game? Definitely. Even if this video made you a little bit interested, play it. This game having only 5,000 visitors is criminal. It's a great and a high quality experience. You should definitely play it. Is it perfect? Not really. But I think the map designs as well as the amazing models make up for it. If you do decide to play it, let me know what you think in the comments. And maybe I'll do a similar video like this one on the first story. Maybe like 100 likes and I'll do the video. Anyway, without wasting your time more, I've been Generic Penguin, and that was the Tales from the Crevice. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Sure, yeah, shout out to the Generic Penguin.